Hello everyone, welcome back to Firepower Report. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about incidents shaking the world once again. Ukraine drones strike Moscow again, billion-dollar towers on fire. The skyline of Moscow, known for its luxury skyscrapers, has once again turned into a scene of smoke, fire, and chaos as Ukrainian drones pierce through Russia's highly secured airspace, striking some of the most expensive and iconic towers in the heart of the capital. This latest attack has not only rattled Moscow's elite, but has also raised serious questions about the vulnerability of Russia's modern infrastructure and the effectiveness of its defense systems. Starting with the exterior, the targeted buildings are part of Moscow City, a symbol of Russia's economic power and modern architecture. These billion-dollar towers, with their glass exteriors shimmering under the city lights, once stood as a proud display of wealth and advancement. Now, those same reflective facades are blackened by fire and explosions. Flames lick the sides of the Federation Tower and neighboring skyscrapers, while shattered glass rained down from hundreds of meters above the ground. The contrast between luxury and destruction was stark. Expensive imported materials, high-end finishes, and steel reinforcements now scarred by drone impacts. The once bustling exterior of these towers, filled with business executives, luxury cars, and flashing city lights, transformed overnight into a restricted military and emergency zone surrounded by smoke, sirens, and panic. Moving to the interior, reports show severe damage in several upper floors. Office interiors once filled with the hum of productivity and expensive decor are now reduced to twisted steel, charred furniture, and debris scattered across the floor. The elegant marble lobbies are covered with ash and broken glass, while emergency sprinklers and alarms continue to echo through the hallways. Though not all parts of the towers were destroyed, the visual damage inside tells a story of chaos and vulnerability in what was once considered an untouchable space of modern luxury and business prestige. Now, focusing on performance, and here we're not talking about a car or machine, but about the overall performance of Moscow's air defense and emergency response systems. Despite Russia's heavy investment in air defense networks around its capital, the fact that Ukrainian drones managed to penetrate this fortified zone again is a huge blow to the system's credibility. The radar systems and anti-aircraft defenses that were supposed to provide a 360-degree shield seem to have gaps that Ukraine continues to exploit with precision. The drones used in this strike were reportedly smaller, faster, and equipped with advanced navigation systems designed to evade radar detection. Their performance was surgical, hitting specific targets, igniting high-value towers, and escaping interception until the last moment. Moscow's response time, though swift after the first explosions, could not prevent the destruction, showing that despite having one of the world's most advanced military systems, Russia remains vulnerable to modern asymmetric drone warfare. When it comes to safety features, the skyscrapers of Moscow City are designed with some of the best fire suppression and evacuation systems in Russia. Automatic sprinklers, reinforced escape staircases, and high-capacity ventilation systems helped prevent larger casualties. Emergency exits were activated immediately, and hundreds of people were safely evacuated from the affected towers within minutes. However, the real challenge was the altitude of the fires. Emergency crews struggled to reach the upper floors, where the flames were most intense. Firefighting drones and helicopters were deployed, but strong winds and falling debris made the operation extremely difficult. Still, the safety systems inside these towers proved somewhat effective, containing fires to limited zones and preventing a total collapse. The combination of modern engineering and quick evacuation likely saved countless lives, even though the psychological impact of the attack remains immense. Now, let's look at the unique selling points, or rather, what made these towers such symbolic targets. The Moscow City complex represents Russia's push to rival global financial hubs like London, Dubai, and New York. These skyscrapers are home to international corporations, luxury apartments, and offices tied to Russia's top industries. The Federation Tower, the Mercury Tower, and the IQ Quarter are icons of wealth, power, and global connection. For Ukraine, striking these towers sends a message far beyond military victory. It's symbolic. It shows that even the heart of Russia's capital, guarded by advanced air defense systems, is not immune to modern drone warfare. The tower's unique architectural design, once a symbol of innovation and pride, now stands as a warning about the cost of conflict and the vulnerability of even the most advanced infrastructures. In terms of price, the damage caused by these drone strikes is staggering. The estimated cost of repair for even a single skyscraper can reach hundreds of millions of dollars, not including the lost business operations, destroyed technology, and long-term structural assessments. The combined worth of the towers in Moscow City exceeds several billion dollars, making this strike not just a physical attack but an economic blow. Insurance companies are bracing for massive claims, while business owners and foreign investors are reconsidering their stakes in Moscow's business hub. Beyond the material loss, the symbolic damage to Russia's image, economy, and confidence might be even more expensive. In conclusion, the repeated drone strikes on Moscow's billion-dollar towers have transformed the capital's glittering skyline into a symbol of both defiance and fragility. The exterior now bears the scars of conflict, the interiors whisper stories of chaos and fear, and the overall performance of Russia's defense has once again been called into question. The safety systems saved lives, but they could not protect the pride of Moscow's elite skyline. The unique selling points that once attracted investors' prestige, security, and modernity are now overshadowed by uncertainty and risk. And while the financial cost can be calculated, the psychological and geopolitical price of these strikes is immeasurable. Ukraine's use of drones has redefined modern warfare, turning technology into a tool of strategic disruption. As smoke rises once again from Moscow's luxury towers, the message is clear: in the age of drones, even billion-dollar symbols of power can burn.